How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Hicksydust. As always, here with another Madden franchise video. It is the preseason of our second season, and I really wanted to give some time between starting the second season to produce other content for the channel. And, well, here we are. I figured it's time that we give our Madden franchise another look. Most notable player we got in the draft, if you guys didn't watch, I had simulated a real-life upcoming draft. We managed to get Zach Wilson in the second round, which was a steal. Our first round pick ended up being Josh Myers, rookie from Ohio State. So we got ourselves a good young starting center. We got ourselves Walker Little from Stanford. He is only a point behind Nate Solder, so I have no doubt that he will be starting by the end of the season. Now we got Vontrell Miller. Rookie right outside linebacker from Florida. And who else did we get? Oh, there we go. We got TJ Bryant, a fullback, rookie out of Minnesota. And yeah. I know I'm missing somebody, but we'll okay, yeah, that's who it was. Lance Mahoney, left guard, rookie out of North Dakota State. He is not anywhere near starting caliber, so he was just a depth pick anyway. But yeah, overall, our team isn't in bad shape. Our linebacker core is the weakest after Sean Lee drastically dropped and regressed. This will probably be his. We only signed him for a 2-year deal, so we will have to look to upgrading our linebacker core. Our cap room isn't great. I think we're only at about 10 mil for the rest of the season, so we're mostly just going to be using that for reserve and signing players as we go if, like, God forbid, somebody gets hurt. We have 53 players, so we won't have to worry about cutting anyone at the end of preseason. Even though Zach Wilson is higher ranked than Josh Rosen by a couple points, I'm going to put him as the backup because if we do that, it's week 1 of the preseason. Josh Rosen will play the first quarter, then Zach Wilson will play the other 3 quarters, and he'll get more exposure and more experience that way. I think we'll do the same thing with Spencer Pulley. So that way Josh Myers gets a lot of the reps. And the same thing with Will Little I can just keep there because Nate Solder will come out after the first quarter. So when you finish a season in Madden, as we all know, the regular season is scheduled. After that, it kind of just randomizes the season. There's no set rhythm. It's not pre-programmed with future seasons. So the preseason will be facing the Dolphins, the Rams, the Bengals, and the Raiders. And then weeks 1 will be against Philadelphia, and week 2 will be against New Orleans. Both those games will be at home, so that'll be fun. But today we're just going to start at home against the Dolphins. Sam Darnold was traded to the Panthers in between this video and the last video. So other teams will now be possibly targeting Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater. Sorry, I don't know why that was so tongue-tying. 2 teams in potential. Denver Broncos are not thrilled with Drew Lock. And then you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who might want to invest in Teddy Bridgewater once Tom Brady finally does decide to call it a career. We are still looking to see what happens with Deshaun Watson, but I'm personally hoping that everything turns out okay.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
College coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback from UCLA. It's Josh Rosen. It's easy to see the big-time arm. It's also easy to see the pinpoint accuracy and delivery. But how about his footwork as well? An amateur tennis player, that honed what he can do in the pocket, his ability to slide and move away from pressure and be able to find receivers open downfield.
They'll run for the first time with Taekwon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out
Not much to show for on that
Only
run.
A couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Out to the right here to Shepard.
There we go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So we had a lot of problems with Josh Rosen trying to throw the ball downfield last season. He was great on those dink and dunk throws. But, oh, snap.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley.
As I was saying, we upgraded at quarterback because Josh Rosen's 50-50 balls were more like 70-30 balls. As most of the time we try to throw it downfield, it then felt like we were forcing throws.
They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Steelers beat Washington. That's always good to see our rival teams struggling.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
Unlike the Giants, in real life, we were able to re-sign both Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence. I mean, not Dexter Lawrence, Dalvin Tomlinson.
2nd and 10 from the 25.
So our defensive line is great.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That'll be complete to Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Keeps moving.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete to
17 more yards on that one as they
Miami came to play today.
First down, Miami.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2.
Throwing now is Taekwon. Under pressure now, and he's
Dalvin Tomlinson barreling through that line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Oh, I was hoping he was going to be able to go all the way. Either way, that was cool.
To his own 17-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen.
There we go.
Darius Slayton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
Not our greatest run.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
I'm thinking we're just going to let this ball, let this quarter run down.
To figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
So now we have Zach Wilson starting.
And now a 1st chance for the backup here to throw.
Yeah, held on to it too long.
Throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Braxton Berrios.
Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
They'll run
ran right into him.
Corey Clement, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
There we go. There we go.
And he's got this down to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry for Clement.
Oh, I thought he might break loose.
But not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
That was one that I was worried about, but that was a nice, accurate, on-the-money throw.
Looking to throw.
There we go.
He's caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Ward Jr.
Greg Ward there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw, and they don't get it.
It's all right. We're still up.
Conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So Miami coming out for their second drive, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say...
And he can't get away.
B.J. Hill.
The Giants get there.
Who is their backup?
B.J. Hill.
I'm actually not even sure.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already
Costello.
up a couple scores, Brandon, and guess what?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Ooh, almost.
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough.
All right, so we're going to get this ball back.
The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, it's Clement to start the drive.
Okay.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first
2-minute
down run,
warning.
and it's 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
47-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a
Set
toss
the
left
valve.
side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, he got position.
And there we go.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Set to valve. 32 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Almost got to him. Breaks up the throw, so it's all good.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
Incomplete. DeAndre Baker there defensively.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Oh,
Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
2 sacks now for B.J. Hill.
His 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
I don't know who that quarterback is, but man, he is huge. Look at him compared to Dalvin Thompson, B.J. Hill.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
So big he could be a linebacker.
A little juke.
We got 10 seconds left.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line.
Let's see what we can make out of this.
Their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
That's the end of the first.
Normally we wouldn't be throwing to our middle linebacker playing tight end. So it's possible that that play works out better for us in the future.
Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the 2nd half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. We get a look now at the Giants defense as they file into position. And they have been disruptive in the backfield. How often when we see this, as we look at some of these highlights, is it just better players getting in there versus scheme that is defeating the offense?
It's a great question, and I think oftentimes we rely on scheme. We fall back and say, well, the scheme broke down, rather than giving credit to the players making plays. But when the scheme does break down, You're looking at oftentimes just being overloaded. Too many guys coming from one side or one particular area, then you can actually block it. You know, if there's 2 guys there to block them, they'll bring 3, and that 3rd guy will get through. So when you want to max protect there, meaning getting everyone in, your whole offensive line, your tight end and your running backs, trying to make sure that you're never outnumbered by the defensive guys coming in.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Hat trick.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
DJ Hill gets his 3rd sack of the night.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Miami. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Clement. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield.
That's good.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
One more rushing
With
attempt,
3 tight ends here on
and he'll
1st
get
down.
some experience bonus XP.
They'll run with Clement. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles.
I want to try that one again.
Make that play.
Worst case scenario, we go for a field goal in this
Second down,
spot.
unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Ah, almost.
They're going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Makes the score Giants 22. Dolphins nothing.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That was Jewel.
Following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll get this one up.
Julian Love coming up to make the play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Taekwon Lewis. We traded Daniel Jones for this guy.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
And there he goes and makes a sack.
Away from the pressure, the Giants get there. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Taekwon Lewis.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third.
I think that's the 4th sack we've delivered.
Right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a flag comes in.
Tell me they're going to rule that pass interference.
Well, let's see who this is on. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium.
That was random.
2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Now they're moving the ball.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's
nice.
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They were looking Jennings' way again, and now it's 2nd down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
That was
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I didn't get a good look at the jersey.
3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks.
Ooh, another monster sack. Taekwon Lewis. 2nd sack of the game. I think that makes it 5 all tell.
This entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They're going for it. I guess they have to.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Really not going to be able to make up for much, but
going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
I think I just want to make this play at this point.
For him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
I also want to offset that interception and get him another touchdown.
Pick up there, 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the
and taken down at the 21.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Worst things could happen.
Take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defense is getting a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Oh, no. I thought that was going to go over him. Now it, nah.
And he is going to get this one back to
forced it. Now we're 2 for 2.
First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and press your new coaching staff.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Yeah, that was an awkward-looking play.
Down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep.
That went from being a safety to a touchdown.
Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
DJ Hill got the forced the fumble, and then Carter Coughlin covered it up.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
That's been too often this game.
This time around, we had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7.
It's so weird to see Sean Lee as a backup.
Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll begin on the ground with Clement. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The ball carrier.
That's That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Clement. And he'll be brought
All right, guys. We can just let the clock run out from here.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us on another one. We blew out the Miami Dolphins in the preseason. Nothing counts until the regular season starts, however, but we do give Zach Wilson a chance to practice. Tried throwing some forced throws there, picked him off, but overall we won this game. Hit that like and subscribe button if you liked what you saw here today. Leave any comments you have in the comments section, and keep your eyes open for more Hicksydust content, which is sure to come out soon. Thank you guys so much, and enjoy the rest of your day.